What's up guys, I'm Andy from 1A Auto. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to replace the blower controls and rear defrost switch on this 2010 Toyota RAV4. If you need parts for your vehicle, click the link in the description and head over to 1aauto.com. Just take a trim tool. We're gonna take this piece of trim right off. Just get underneath here with a plastic trim tool. That way you don't scratch anything. Slide it off, and you can disconnect this connector right here. Slide it off. Just take a trim tool underneath here and just pop this up. Just like that. There's clips on the back side. The back side right here, there's a little tab. Release the tab for the connector. Disconnect it. All right, I'm gonna take these bolts out. I'm going to use a 10mm socket, extension, and a ratchet. There's 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. And you might need a magnet. Use a magnet to be able to grab them once they're loose. Pull those out. Pull that one out. Now what you want to do is just grab the radio and just give it a little force. Pop it out. From the back side, disconnect the antenna. And then these other connectors, there's a button on the bottom side of them. Push down on the button and release the connector. A little bit tricky to do this with one hand. Slide that one. That one and this one. There we go. There's the radio. All right, I'm just gonna take a Phillips head screwdriver, take these 2 Phillips head screws out. Whoops, don't lose them. All right, now we'll just grab from underneath and up top and just pull it pretty hard. And there's some connectors in the back. Disconnect this connector right here. Just like that. And these connectors as well. Connector over here. And then the one in the middle, you might need a tool or like a screwdriver to push down on the button. Just use my trim tool. Push down, disconnect that. And then, oh, this just popped off by accident. Let me see. All right, so to disconnect, now this is for the heater controls. Now it's got cables, so you can just take a trim tool or a pocket screwdriver, get in here. There's a little release tab right there. Click on that. And then on the other side as well. So release one side and then release the other side. Just like that, that pops off. And same with this one. Push the release tab, hold it out a little bit, and then push the release tab on this side. And it slides right out. There you go. To remove the blower controls and rear defrost switch, just put a little pressure on the back side of the switch and then take a straight blade screwdriver or pocket screwdriver. And there's a little tab right here. Just pry that out a little bit. And then same with this one. Well, you put a little pressure on and then it slides right out. All right, now we want to double check, make sure you don't put this in upside down. And when that's all lined up, lock it back in place. All right, take the panel, and we want to plug all this stuff back in. Now, you can tell which side is which. There's different slots on the back of these. This side only has one slot. It's right there. And then the other side has two, like that. So let's plug this side in first. Line this up. You may have to turn the knob a little bit to get it to line up. All right, so slide that in, and then you may have to turn this knob a little bit. Keep in mind when you took it out, you could put it in the same position as when you took it out. And that's good. Just make sure that seems to be working properly, which it is. I'll plug this connector in right here. And then the same with this one. Slide this in position. And just twist the knob, get it to line up. It looks good. Make sure that works, and that's good. And we'll connect these other connectors. This connector goes right here, the gray one. Let's lock that in place. This connector goes right here for the clock. And then there's another connector that goes over here to the heater controls and the AC switch. Plug that in. And we'll just line this up. Now these kind of go underneath here a little bit, just like that. If you line the holes up, and then lock it back in place. Now take a Phillips head screwdriver and put these Phillips head screws in. Right there. Just snug them up, and then one right there. Not too tight because you're screwing into plastic, so. All right, now we're gonna connect the connectors on the back side of the radio. Now these connectors only go in one position, so you just line up the connector with the right position. Those two go right there, the bigger one and the smaller one. And then this blue one goes right here. And there is another connection port, but we don't have another connector for that. And then this one goes to the antenna. It goes over here. Line up. I can slide this back in position. Just watch out for those other wires on the side. Once it's lined up, just lock that in place. Now we can take these bolts, and I'll use the 10mm socket and extension. Get these started. I'll just get them all started first. And you could use a magnet to get these back in, if that helps you. All right, those are all started. And I'll just take a ratchet. All right, just snug those all up. Those are good. All right, we're gonna plug the hazard switch back in, just like that. And then line up these tabs. Once it's all lined up, just press it in. Now we're gonna connect this locking switch. Line it up. I'm gonna line up the tabs and lock it in.
Thanks for watching. Visit 1AAuto.com for quality auto parts shipped to your door, the place for DIY auto repair. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button.